This message is for you, and you know it as surely as you are breathing right now. I am speaking to you with tenderness and authority, because I have seen your tears, your quiet victories, your patient endurance, and the way you have tried to keep your heart gentle in a world that often rewards hardness. Do not try to skip this. Stay with me. Breathe slowly and let your shoulders relax. I am not here to frighten you, I am here to steady you. I am here to remind you of your worth, your boundaries, your calling, your future, and the love that is forming around you like morning light after a long night. There is a person who has been stirred by a dream about you. The dream was not random, it was a mirror to their longing and a door to their conscience. They saw you surrounded by light they could not explain, a light that made them want to be near you, to be close, to share a pillow of trust and a blanket of safety. They woke up with a pounding heart and a rush of impulsive desire, confusing the warmth of revelation with the heat of haste. I am telling you this because you must not be shaken by the intensity of someone else's emotions. You are the keeper of your own gates. You are allowed to stand at the threshold of your life and say, "Enter only with honor." Listen carefully. What the dream awakened is not a license to rush you. What the dream revealed is not permission to cross your boundaries. I, who formed you in hiddenness, gave you the power to say yes and the dignity to say no. I did not design you to be pressured by anyone's need or fantasy. I designed you to be cherished. I designed you to be known in truth, not consumed in secrecy. I designed you to be approached with patience, prayer, respect, and clarity, not with urgency that tramples your peace. If someone wants to be near you, let them first learn to be near me. If they want your hand, let them be willing to carry responsibility. If they want your heart, let them be ready to honor your story. The person who dreamt of you has a choice to make. They can treat their dream as a compass toward growth, or a spark that burns what is holy. I will not choose for them, I will counsel them. I will nudge them toward gentleness and integrity. If they come to you in truth, I will give you the discernment to recognize it, a stillness in your spirit, a clarity in your mind, a peace that is not manufactured. If they come to you in demand, in hurry, in compliment-heavy fog that hides a lack of character, you will feel the wobble in your stomach and the tightening in your chest. That discomfort is not cruelty, it is wisdom alerting you to danger. Do not ignore it. You are precious to me. I do not want to see you give the gold of your trust to hands that have not learned how to hold it. You have prayed about love in the quiet hours when the room is dark and the ceiling feels like a question. You have asked whether you are too much or not enough. You have worried that your standards are barriers to your own joy. Hear me clearly, your standards are not the enemy of your joy, they are the guardians of your joy. Your boundaries are not walls of fear, they are gates of discernment. Love that is worthy of you will not ask you to shrink. It will not negotiate with your values. It will not isolate you from the friends and family who protect your heart. Love worthy of you will stand in daylight, accept accountability, and choose patient goodness over instant gratification. Someone wants to be with you right now because a dream aroused a sudden hunger, but I am asking you to measure everything against the plumb line of peace. Not the peace that avoids conflict, but the peace that comes from alignment. When your spirit is aligned with me, desire becomes patient and affection becomes protective. When your spirit is aligned with me, your yes becomes strong and your no becomes noble. When your spirit is aligned with me, you do not fear missing out, because you know I am Lord over timing. I am not late. I am not careless. I am not improvising your destiny. I hold the beginning and the end, and I weave the middle with wisdom that you often only recognize in hindsight. I have seen the nights when loneliness pressed against your ribs like a difficult truth. I do not shame you for wanting companionship, laughter, warmth, and a shoulder where your tiredness can rest. I, more than anyone, understand the ache that lingers after long seasons of waiting. But I will never trade your destiny for a moment that misnames itself as love. I will never feed your hunger with what will leave you emptier tomorrow. I am the one who multiplies bread and fish. I do not hand you stones and call them meals. I am the one who pours living water. I will not lead you to salt water and demand you drink. If you trust me, I will set a table for you in the presence of confusion, and I will let your enemies watch while I crown you with clarity. The dream that visited them has meaning. It is a call for them to rise into maturity. It is a mirror revealing what they must heal. It is an invitation to approach you not as a prize they can claim in the dark, but as a person they must honor in the light. Pray for them if you feel led, but do not carry their transformation on your back. You are not responsible for teaching anyone how to behave. You can model honor, you can speak truth, you can draw lines, and you can walk away with dignity when those lines are crossed. This is not cruelty, it is stewardship. Steward your heart like a garden. Pull weeds early. Water what is kind. Fence against what tramples. Permit what nourishes. Trust that season by season I am growing something beautiful in you. You have had relationships in the past where your kindness was exploited and your willingness to forgive was mistaken for endless tolerance. I saw the moments you swallowed your voice to keep the peace. I saw how you constantly recalibrated yourself to accommodate someone else's chaos. I am proud of you for surviving that chapter, but survival is not the only song I want your life to sing. I want you to thrive where you do not have to be smaller to be loved. I want you to flourish where your laughter is welcome and your tears are safe. I want you to stand where, "I'm sorry," is not a rare visitor but a frequent and honest friend. Do not call pressure romance. Do not call secrecy protection. Do not call confusion fate. I am not the author of those stories. There is a timing on your life that has been misunderstood by people who treat waiting as weakness. Waiting with me is not idleness, it is construction. While you thought nothing was happening, I was pouring foundations. Identity poured level, purpose poured strong, courage poured thick enough to carry the weight of real love. When you stand on foundation, the storms can visit but they cannot evict you. The wind can test you but it cannot define you. The loudness of someone's desire cannot drown out the quiet certainty of who you are. You belong to me, and I have stamped my name on your future. You will be tempted to interpret attention as affection and urgency as devotion. But I am training your eyes to separate signal from noise. Does this person listen when you speak? Do their actions match their promises when applause is absent? Are they teachable when corrected? Do they protect your peace, or are you always recovering from their energy? These questions are not to scare you, they are to empower you. Answer them in prayer, and your path will clear. The fog of flattery will lift. The shape of reality will emerge. And the version of you that used to settle for almost will learn to keep walking until you arrive at aligned. I bless your bed with peace. Not with panic, not with pressure, not with shadowed visits of confusion. I bless your home with holy sleep and the kind of rest that makes wise choices possible. I command fear to release your breath and insecurity to loosen its grip. There is no condemnation in this message, only truth untangling knots and love restoring order. You do not have to explain your no more than once. You do not have to justify your boundaries. I gave them to you as a gift. The right person will thank me for them. The wrong person will resent them. That is how you will know. What will become of the one who dreamt of you? Much depends on how they respond to me. If they let the dream humble them, I will begin a quiet work inside them, untangling old habits, sanding down rough impulses, teaching them the slow art of covenant. If they let the dream merely excite them, they will circle you like a moth around light, crashing into your space without learning how to carry light themselves. You must not become a fire they visit to warm hands that will not learn to build their own hearth. I want you to share life, not rescue someone from their unwillingness to grow. You have asked me, what if I make the wrong decision? What if I lose what was meant for me? Hear me, what I mean for you, I teach you how to hold. I do not make your future so fragile that one careful no will shatter it. I am the restorer. I am the redeemer. I can reroute, rewind, and redeem. I can create doors inside walls and bridges across canyons. Trust me more than you trust your fear. Trust me enough to say, if it is for me, it will still be for me when it is healthy. Trust me enough to believe that you are worth a love that grows up, not just a feeling that shows up. I am sending signs of alignment in the coming days. Watch for conversations that feel unforced, for apologies that are specific, for plans that are thoughtful. Watch for accountability that is freely offered, for consistency that does not need reminders, for interest in your calling and not only in your company. Watch for patience in small things, the way they wait for you to finish a sentence, the way they make room for your routines, the way they honor your time. Watch for how they treat what is sacred to you. A person who mocks your devotion is not ready to share your destiny. A person who competes with your peace is not ready to carry your heart. If the person who dreamt of you reaches out, you are free to respond slowly. You are free to keep conversations in the light. You are free to insist on public respect before private intimacy. You are free to request prayer together, to invite counsel, to say, "Let us build trust first," without apologizing. You are free to be guided by the peace I put in your bones. You are not rude for protecting what I am growing. You are wise. And wisdom, like a lantern, will lead you through this night without stumbling. I am healing the old memory that told you affection must be earned by shrinking, that presence must be purchased by silence, that love will leave unless you bend into uncomfortable shapes. Those ideas did not come from me. I am reshaping your inner room so that when love knocks, it will find you standing, not trembling, discerning, not desperate, open-hearted, not unguarded. This is the season where you reclaim your narrative. This is the hour where you remember that your story has a patient author, and patience produces a plot that does not collapse halfway through. Tonight, if you feel the pull of loneliness, speak to me. I am not offended by your ache. I am not impatient with your longing. Tell me what you want. Ask me for what you need. Ask boldly, and then rest. I will not tease your hope. I will not dangle futures like ornaments outside your reach. I am not here to confuse you with mixed signals. I am here to steady your step and to put a shield around your rest. Sleep covered in the knowledge that you will not miss your portion by honoring your boundaries. What is yours will recognize you, and you will recognize it by the shape of peace it carries into your life. When the morning comes, take up your tasks with gratitude. Wash your face. Tend your responsibilities. Answer what needs answering and release what is not yours to carry. I will be lining your day with small confirmations, a word that echoes what you prayed last night, a kindness that arrives when you least expect it, a new courage to let go of what tugs you backward. I am not only the God of big moments, I am the God of faithful rhythms. Your life will be built on the quiet bricks of wise choices stacked day after day. And then, like a house appearing slowly from a frame, you will look around and realize you are living inside the answer to prayers you once whispered in the dark. Do not be afraid of saying no to what does not honor you. Do not be afraid of saying yes to what has proven itself. Do not be afraid of starting slowly with the right person or walking quickly from the wrong one. I will go with you into every conversation. I will stand with you at every threshold. I will signal you in ways you have learned to recognize, a peace that deepens, a joy that is gentle, a strength that does not swagger. You will not have to beg for clarity. You will not have to decode chaos. I am not a riddle, I am a father. I do not hide your good behind confusion. This message is yours. Do not try to skip this. Put your hand on your heart and feel the rhythm I placed there. Every beat is a promise that there is a precise and loving timing over your life. The dream that stirred someone else does not get to direct your steps. I direct your steps. The pressure of another person's longing does not get to decide your pace. I decide your pace. You owe no one an explanation for honoring what I am building in you. Stand tall. Breathe deep. Guard your peace. Let love find you in the light, not pull you into the shadows. And remember, when you feel uncertain, you may always ask me for wisdom. I give it freely and I do not shame those who need it. I bless your coming and your going. I bless your rest and your rising. I bless your voice to speak truth, your ears to discern truth, your eyes to notice truth. I bless your boundaries with strength that is kind. I bless your future with companionship that is both tender and steady. I bless you with courage to release what is not from me and patience to embrace what is. Keep your heart soft, your head clear, and your spirit aligned. Someone may want to be with you right now, but I want you to be with wisdom. And wisdom will always bring to you the love that is meant for you, at the time it is meant to arrive, in the way that allows you to keep your peace and your promise. I am speaking to you now with a tenderness that wraps your whole room like a warm blanket, because I have seen your late-night ache and the restless way your mind keeps reaching for a sign. This is just for you. And I want you to receive it without fear. Do not try to skip this. Let every sentence enter you softly like breath, because what you are feeling tonight has a root in something holy I planted long ago, and I will not let confusion steal what belongs to you. There is a person whose heart has been stirred by a dream, and that dream touched the edge of your life like dawn light touching the curtain. The dream was not an accident or a trick, it was a messenger knocking at the window of sleep, showing what their soul keeps whispering in daylight. They woke up with your name ringing like a bell, and the warmth of that bell did not fade when the morning came. They thought they could shrug it off, but the sound kept returning, and in the quiet moments it turned into a prayer they didn't expect to pray. I am not calling you into shame or haste or anything that breaks the bones of your conscience. I am calling you into discernment and gentleness, because love sets a table before it invites the guest to sit. The longing you feel is not evil when it is placed in my hands, it becomes a river that knows where to flow. The body knows how to speak, but the spirit knows how to answer, and I am teaching you to answer with wisdom that does not crush your heart or the heart of another. Do not be frightened by the intensity of what you feel, because intensity can be a candle or a wildfire depending on where it is set. I am setting it in a lantern so that it gives light, not damage. The dream that visited them did not come to lure them into darkness, it came to awaken them to the depth of what I am able to join together when two lives honor me. The image they saw, the closeness they experienced in that sleep, was a symbol of covenant, safety, and belonging. It showed comfort without fear, nearness without hiding, rest without performance. Receive this truth: I am able to make intimacy safe, and I am able to make timing holy. You have been hurt by promises that melted the moment the heat of real life touched them. That is why you hesitate now. Your memory still holds the echo of doors that closed too soon, the coldness that entered when words were not kept, the way betrayal tries to rename you unworthy. I renounce those names over you. I call you chosen, cherished, and guarded. I call you worthy of a love that does not hide its face in daylight. I call you worthy of steady hands that know how to hold without taking what you have not given. Do not try to skip this. I am placing calm in your chest like a folded blanket. Breathe for a moment and feel how I slow the noise. The fear that says you must hurry or you will lose everything is not my voice. I do not send panic as a wedding invitation. I prepare, I align, I confirm, I protect. When I birth a thing, I give it swaddling cloth. When I lead you into closeness, I set watchmen at the gate. The person who dreamed of you tries to make sense of it, like someone standing at the shoreline trying to translate the pull of the tide. They wonder if it is merely desire or divine direction. Listen, desire is not your enemy when it bows its head to me. I created it as a compass, and when sin tries to steal it, I reclaim it with kindness, not with scorn. If they surrender their compass to me, I will point it to covenant rather than chaos. If you surrender your compass to me, I will steady your hand on the wheel of your life so that you do not run aground on impatience or drift into emptiness. There will be a sign that arrives like a soft knock, not a storm. It may be a message that carries unusual peace, or a conversation that honors your boundaries, or an act of protection when no one is watching. Pay attention to consistency, to follow through, to the way your spirit rests after you speak with them. Infatuation rushes, love becomes patient. Infatuation performs, love tells the truth gently. Infatuation consumes, love covers and builds. I am training you to recognize the difference without condemning the human heart that is still learning. I am surrounding you with counsel whether you see it or not. I am sending reminders through conversations that mirror your private prayers. I am adjusting your schedule to keep you from certain traps. I am closing doors that look like opportunity but would have starved your soul thin. You will notice small delays and you will think they are random. They are not random. They are bookmarks I place to keep you from losing your place in the story I am writing. When I slow you, it is because there is honey on the next page and I do not want you to turn too quickly and stain the margins. You ask me if this could be real, or if it is merely the mind playing with shadows. I tell you this: what is real is the care I have for you, the future I am shaping, the tenderness I am cultivating in your heart so that you do not settle for loud promise, quiet character love. I will teach you to test what approaches you. Ask yourself, after their presence, do you feel smaller or more seen? After their words, do you feel rushed or respected? After their plans, do you feel used or chosen? These questions are lamps, hold them high and watch how pretenses fade under their light. I will not let you walk into a room where your worth is negotiated. I am sending you into a place where your worth is recognized before you speak. I comfort the part of you that fears the bed more than the covenant, because the world taught you to separate the two. In me they are never separated. Intimacy is holy when it is wrapped in trust, kindness, and faithful promise. I am not coming to police your longing, I am coming to heal it, to dignify it, to anchor it so that it no longer crashes against the cliffs of secrecy and regret. Someone wants to be near you because of what they saw, and what they saw awakened what they already felt. Let that be known, the dream did not create affection, it revealed it. And yet a revelation is not a permission slip to bypass wisdom. I will orchestrate the steps so that the conversations you have are clean and clear. I will tune your hearing so that you recognize manipulative music and refuse to dance to it. I will tune your voice so that you can say yes without fear and no without guilt. Do not try to skip this next part. I am healing your sleep. I am walking your hallways when the house is quiet. I am lifting the heavy thoughts off your chest and setting them on my table so that you can rest without bargaining through the night. I am touching the memories that made you believe closeness must be paid for with silence and discomfort. That belief is a lie. I am the giver of good rest, and I will not demand your peace as payment for love. The person who is for you will not require you to shrink to fit into their emptiness. They will meet you where you truly are, and you will watch me enlarge both of your lives without breaking what is gentle in you. You will notice how I protect your pace. There is a holy slowness that is not delay but design. I am not keeping joy from you, I am setting the table so that joy has a place to sit. I am not denying your longing, I am preparing it to be fulfilled without sorrow braided through it. The impatience in the air is a false drum, do not march to it. March to my heartbeat, which is steady, which is kind, which holds you upright even when old fear tries to loosen your knees. I am also speaking to the one who dreamed of you. I am whispering to them about integrity, about showing up, about honoring your boundaries the way a gardener honors the fence that protects a new tree. If they are the one I have chosen to walk with you, they will feel a new hunger to protect your name and not gossip about you. They will feel a new desire to pray for you rather than pressure you. They will show you their patience and their plans, not only their passion. This will tell you more than their strongest words ever could. Your life is about to taste like morning again. I will bring back colors you forgot. You will laugh in your kitchen at nothing and everything. You will step into a room and feel at home in your own body, not like a guest wandering around looking for permission to exist. The pressure to perform will fall off of you the way night falls off when the sun comes up. What you carry is precious, and I will not let it be handled with careless hands. I am sanctifying your yes so that it can be clean and whole. I am strengthening your no so that it can be gentle and firm.